Hello and welcome to a Bill of Their bonus stream. That's right. That's right. It's Tuesday, where I do something that is not model kit related. In this case, it's playing PowerWash Simulator 2 and checking out the Star Wars pack. Before we get into that, I'm going to throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the Tier 2 blue emote into the chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can apply with those emotes. If you are not yet a subscriber, you can say hi. You can use other people's emotes. And if you feel like lurking and you don't want to say anything at all, well, you can lurk. That's also okay. Lashbrook is here. Hello, Lashbrook. Happy to have you here. It is a Tuesday, as I said, where I do something that's not model kit building. I said earlier, not model kit related, and that's not true because occasionally I play video games that have model building in them. So sometimes that happens. But I'm not going to physically build the model tonight. I'm going to play a video game. I have certainly played a lot of PowerWash Simulator and PowerWash Simulator 2. When the first game came out in early access, when there'd be new maps, I would wait for like a new map or two new maps and play that all throughout the game. Played the main release of it. And then PowerWash Simulator 2, when that came out, I played that. I've played all of the packs on stream. I've played all but one bonus. I didn't play the bowling alley bonus on stream because it came out right before this pack. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to wait on that one. I'll do that one on my own. But every other pack I've waited. And so I have not tried out the Star Wars pack. I have an understanding of how it'll go, but I haven't like actually played it. So I'm going to find out when you find out how it goes. I mean, some of you will already know. And I'm going to load the game up. Can get audio going here. And we'll check things out. Let's get this game loaded. Got an autosave, and we'll go to game feed, and I'm over here. Hi, I'm over here. I'm over in this corner because I normally am in the opposite corner. But the opposite corner is where all the text shows up. And so I don't want to cover that up. And so instead I just cover up the symbols of me. And in fact, let's move me a little bit more over here, and then we'll really quickly just check configure. Whoop, that showed up there. You don't need to see that. Oh, there we go. Sorry about the flash there. Okay. There, that's good. So yeah, we're going to check this out here. Let's go to this and check out the Star Wars pack. Oh, I should say, I got a bone to pick with PowerWash Simulator 2. And hey, Lord Cratchington, it's the same bone that I was picking, that I had to pick with PowerWash Simulator. Look at this bullshit. It says I finished it, because I did. I finished Miniature Village. I did the whole damn thing on stream. And then I finished the bowling alley. It only counts me as doing 50%. Even though I did this one, it set at 0. It reset it. And if I go to hit start job, it'll be like, hey, do you already have a bonus job in progress? I don't have a bonus job in progress. I finished this bonus job. It says I only did half, and that's not fucking true. This is the same bug that was in the first game. Fuck off. I'm mad about it. As you can tell, I'm fucking mad. Luckily, this is full, was good. So we'll go to the new pack here. I'm PO'd about that shit. Fix it. Give me my 100%. I've done both of them at 100%. Oh, Lars Homestead. Oh, we're starting in, hell yeah. Like I said, I have tried not to keep an eye on what's going on here. I did not know that we are starting in Tatooine. Oh, I should just check my audio real quick. I know you can hear me, but okay, great. I hear you're the best cleaning droid in the Outer Rim. Okay, we're a droid. Got it. They have another sandstorm, bad one. I knew it was coming when all the fly horns took off. As you'll see, the homestead is encrusted in mud and sand. I need you to clean the lot. Okay, so we are a droid. That makes sense. And we are going to power wash some equipment and a house for Owen. Let's help out Owen. Well, okay. So that's us. We're a droid. You can see there. So let's hit. Okay, we want the triple toes there. Hit R. So there's a little, something's going on here in the settings that I need to check out here. Auto save is on. Real visibility dynamic. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, that's all fine. Video. Let's see what's going on here. Borderless windowed. Okay. Target frame rate 60. Sounds good. Anti-aliasing. Model quality. Texture dynamic. Resolution high. Let's turn that down. Yeah, that's at high. Okay. Medium. Okay. Render. You know, let's... Yeah. Clean up them bones. Yeah. Yeah, it was not that. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Let's turn anti-aliasing off. Let's just turn that shit off. I don't care. We'll do that. I think it'll be fine. All right, that feels good. All right, so we gotta power wash some stuff. See what's going on here. And then we got a lot to power wash in here. This is a big first job. Well, there's nothing to it but to do it. Let's just find a spot and power wash. Get our first ding going here. Seems good. Just power wash everything. Do what's what it says on the tin. We're simulating a power washing business. And doing what we gotta do. Oh, I gotta do the back of this, okay. There we go, did that. As always, my philosophy for Power Wash Simulator is to just pick an area, do it, and then when I get sick of that area, switch to a different area and do that. We could clean up the, we'll just put this over here for, out of our way for now, and then we'll deal with it later. And I can't put that there. How about, can I put it over here? There we go. Just put it there. I will probably use the floor cleaner because that is new tech that was added to this game. Why would they have all these decorative plants? I don't know. For fun. I imagine these are all, you know, fake plants. Yeah, well, you know what? Why don't we switch to the surface cleaner, and then we'll go with the biggest head there, and then we'll do that, and then hell yeah. Let's just do some floor cleaning. Now, spraying would also clean the floor a bunch, but I like doing the floors because this is a new piece of tech, so I like using the new tech. You know, they run a moisture farm, yeah. You know, hey, I assume that having plants is a declaration that you're doing a good business. Moisture farm is doing great. We got all this water for plants. You know, we don't have to fuck around. We're living large with our cool plants. So yeah, I'm just going to be doing some floor cleaning here. It's not the most exciting look, but you know, and then I'll go in and clean up what I missed. You know, there's some stuff that's going to be hard to get at here. I didn't think the first job would be this big. It's probably the second job is probably smaller, but we'll at least get through a lot of this. Now, could I have, on my own time, done like 50 or like 70% of this job ahead of time? Yeah, I could have done that. I didn't. I just wanted to start right from the beginning. I wanted to see what our first mission was. I had to watch episode 4 to see more of the details you can find here, since I managed to ignore most of it before watching this area. So I will say this. I mentioned this in the pre-show, and I will repeat it here, and I will repeat it later. I like Star Wars. I am a fan of Star Wars as a concept, as a franchise, as whatever you want to say. I like Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars nerd. I am not obsessed with Star Wars. I am not deep into Star Wars. I do not go crazy for Star Wars. I have seen every Star Wars movie. I have seen some of the Star Wars TV shows. What else can I say? I played several Star Wars video games over the years. I have played one Star Wars MMO. I like Star Wars a lot. There's going to be stuff here that I'm going to go like, oh, okay, and just kind of nod along and go on with my life. And you might see that. You watching this live, watching this later, you don't happen to understand the binary language of moisture vapor routers, do you? What about, do you speak that? Anything? I'll take that as a no. The search continues, I guess. Oh, they're looking for a universal translating droid, you know? Man, yeah, that I get that reference, you know? There you go. There's a reference I get. I understand that subtle, like, still looking for a droid that can translate, right? I get that reference. There will be references in this stream that I do not get, that I just look at and go, okay. And you will go, but Pat, that's such and such. Don't you remember that from the Clone Wars, not the series, but the shorts that aired first? And I'll go, no, I don't remember this subtle nod to episode 6 of the Clone Wars cartoon. I remember the episode where Mace Windu is fucking awesome and does a lot of cool shit and doesn't talk because they couldn't afford to pay Samuel L. Jackson, so they wrote a Mace Windu episode without Samuel L. Jackson in it, and he thought that was pretty fucking cool. He thought it was awesome that there was an episode where Mace Windu was fucking dope as hell and just gives a thumbs up at the end. That's what I can remember from that Clone Wars. But if you're like, but what about, like, no. But what, no. I don't remember Star Wars shit. It doesn't occupy a place in my brain. I got a lot of other stuff up in there. And to be clear, the other stuff that's up in my brain that isn't Star Wars isn't, quote-unquote, better than Star Wars. It's just different than Star Wars. I got too many names of Gundams from series I watched in my head, you know? I just had to learn that, like, the Gundam Spiegel, which I have known as the Gundam Spiegel all of these years, the new version of it that's coming out on Premium Bandai later this year, I think in December, is the Shadow Gundam. They changed the fucking name of the Gundam. And now I got to remember that. I got to remember that I'm like the Shadow Gundam, formerly known as the Spiegel Gundam. Or Gundam Spiegel. I got to know that. That's stupid. I don't want to know that. But that's a thing I have to know. Just like I have to know that, like, it's just like, oh yeah, well, they didn't, in the U.S. dub, or the U.S., they didn't want to call it the God Gundam. So it's not the God Gundam. And you're like, but it is the God Gundam. And it's the Dark Gundam, not the Devil Gundam. And it's just like, well, that sucks. But I have to know that. I need to know the differences in names. Shadow Gundam, yeah, it's the dub. Here's the thing, it's the dub name. But I didn't watch the dub of G Gundam. I watched the subs. I watched some of the dub. But, like, just fucking call it the Spiegel. Call it its fucking name. I'm mad. I'm getting hot about it. Switch. No, this will switch. There. But that's got to occupy my brain. It's weird that they used it and not Burning Gundam. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this courtyard floor is not done. So I got to go around and hit all the nooks and crannies that I might have missed on this and try to get this done because I want the floor to be done. So we'll go over here. We'll do all this stuff. See if that's it. If that's where I missed. Go all the way around here. Do all this. Do this stuff. It's probably between these boxes. Yeah, there's going to be stuff I didn't hit with the floor thing because of that. So we'll just go around here. Do all this. I'm going to have to clean this stuff anyway. This is probably where I'm missing the floor. Oh, there's this. I also know there's that area there, and if I do that, it's probably done, so. Yeah, I'll fucking clean you. EG6. I didn't know this was EG6. I'm not going to pretend like I knew this was EG6, but that's EG6. What else? What part of you isn't clean? There you go. What do you still need cleaning, EG6? Oh, cool. You moved around a little bit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, move. Excellent. I need to clean that dirt spot, so thank you. Get the fuck out of here. This guy doesn't know EG6, yeah. Can I... Do you... Okay. Alright, see you later, buddy. I gotta clean this floor more. There we go. You gonna move around when I clean you? Fully? Let's see what's up. Got clean back here. Alright, what part of you is still not clean? Oh, did I get all of you? Okay. You're done. Wait. Let's see, E. That's what I want, E. The treadmill. Okay, droid storage. Let's see. No. Dining room area. Okay. Great. I don't know. What should I do next year? Well, we'll get this done here. We're already at 22%. We're making it happen. But yeah, I don't remember all the ins and outs of Star Wars, and I can only do my best. But I will do my best with what I remember. Which is some things. And then I'll just power wash stuff. You know. Like the video game. We'll simulate. I did some cleaning today. The washer making blaster noises. Yes, it's a good little bit of business. I appreciate it. Because it's like a blaster. I did have to do some cleaning after I did some mowing. I am currently helping out my neighbor, who are close friends with my parents. He and his wife are they have been traveling because there is a new grandbaby. So they temporarily were living up in their home area of Long Island to help with people getting settled and the family and all that and doing family stuff. And so I have taken over responsibility of doing their lawn for money, which is fine. But I also clean up after myself because I'm good at I do a good job. And I use their lawnmower, which is electric, which I enjoy very much because mine is this house is gas. So it is fun to use the power-assisted electric one where I just press a button and suddenly it really starts fucking moving and getting at them. You know, it can really go. It's like I have my own droid, except I have to pilot it all the time, and the battery doesn't like doesn't like the mower being on a weird angle, so I have to be careful of that. But other than that, it's pretty sweet. But I did that today. I try to mow my lawn and then as much of my yard as I need to for the week, and then take a break, have lunch, and then go over into my neighbor's yard because it is it's very fucking hot and humid out there. And it wasn't too bad today, but it's been pretty awful. So I don't just go and do everything all at once. I take a break because I deserve it. I deserve nice things like a nice break. That way I don't overheat and I don't do a bad job. Nice. It's hey, it's fucking rules when it rains. Other than when I'm trying to do something outside and then it rains and I'm like, no, not now. I'm doing things. I get real mad about it. There, I got that done. I'm just kind of being haphazard here, just doing sections, doing whatever I want, and then I'll go and, you know, do more detail as the need arises, but get some stairs done here. I could be more thorough in my washing, but it keeps me from being bored. Also, if it takes to 100% completion for another job to open up, that's fine. If another job opens up, we might ditch this one and go check out another job, you know? Because sometimes at 50% another job will open up, sometimes not. But that way we can kind of explore what's going on and always come back to this. If I'm like, oh, it was a vehicle and it was over really quickly. And then I'm like, okay, well, now I can go back to this job. Take a look at that. Because now we're only at 30%. So we got a ways to go on this job. Also, we'll probably have to get up and find the little dirt that I've missed here and there as I'm going through this. Which is fine. That's part of it. Hunting for the dirt I missed, you know, while parkouring is part of the job. Part of the deal. Mm-hmm. So, I was wondering, what do you think the smallest... sorry, I don't know what the right term is here. Of all of the things that have been DLC, like paid packs in 1 and 2, what do you think is like the smallest footprint on people? Like, what's the smallest franchise? Is it Wallace and Gromit? Wallace and Gromit is like a big deal to a lot of people, but I bet there are also a ton of people that have like no idea what that was, and they were like, I don't know, what is this? You know, and I'm not talking about Americans solely. You know, like, there are parts of the world that probably have no idea what Wallace and Gromit is. I feel like that's the smallest footprint, possibly, but I'd be willing, like, obviously, like, I don't know, like Tomb Raider maybe doesn't mean anything to people, some people, so it might be Tomb Raider. It's definitely not Final Fantasy, you know. I don't think it's Back to the Future. I feel like Back to the Future is there have been enough games and representations of it and references. Warhammer is huge and has been huge for a very long time, so I don't think it's Warhammer. Let me look this up. Adventure Time, obviously very well known. PowerWash, Simulator, packs. Let's see if I can find a list here. The Steam DLC page will tell me. Wallace and Gromit, Muckingham Files, that's not what I want to see. List, here we go, list, not featured. What? This DLC page has not created any list. That's really annoying. Just tell me all the DLC that's available. Shrek, obviously very well known. Warhammer, Alice's Adventure, Alice in Wonderland, very well known. Back to the Future, SpongeBob, obviously huge. Oh, that's right. The Lara Croft and the Final Fantasy aren't for sale anymore. So I would say the smallest, like, touchstone, like Final Fantasy VII is definitely, like, very well known and also has new games coming out and all that. So I would say that's at the top, probably the top of, like, to me anyway, like, Star Wars is number one as far as this is the biggest, like name associated with any of the packs they've put out, in my opinion. I don't think it gets much bigger than Star Wars of anything they put out. And I would say probably Wallace and Gromit is at the bottom. Because it's just like... But maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's actually fucking Shrek. And Shrek is, like, known for... It's like... Yeah, like, there was a musical about it, but, like, actually, Pat, like, not... It ain't as big as you think it is. I don't know. But my guess is Wallace and Gromit. I don't know. If you have thoughts, you can leave it in chat. Let me know. You think I'm way off base. And you're like, no, it's actually Lara Croft. Like, Tomb Raider isn't... Like, Tomb Raider's, like, known, but, like, not like... And you know what? I could see an argument for 40K, says Lashbrook. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I think, like, Warhammer, like, if you're going specifically Warhammer 40K and not just Warhammer in general, like, yeah, maybe. I do appreciate that there is a, you know, as Brits are the developers of this game, that there are some, like, they went with some shit, like, there isn't a Doctor Who pack, but, like, I bet they tried. You know what I mean? Like, I bet they tried to do that, right? Like, there does feel like Wallace and Gromit, Warhammer, 40K, like, it does feel like there is an attempt to have some British shit going on here. Some representation of, like, cool Brit stuff. All right, let's actually use this ladder, get up here. I didn't want to, but I don't think I can parkour up this, so I gotta go this way here. And now I can get up here and do this, so that's good. I don't know, James Workshop is a stranger part there. Yeah. For sure. But, I don't know. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they have. Maybe the TARDIS is the only thing they actually could think of to paint or to you know, to power wash, and they were like, we kind of actually don't have a lot of ideas for what we would want you to power wash in a Doctor Who thing. I don't know. Maybe they have plenty of ideas, and I'm being silly about it, but. Or they were just like, yeah, no, we never thought about it. Okay, so... Okay. Same could be said for Disney and Star Wars as well. Not really protective of their IP recently in type of projects they green light. Yeah, Disney, I think, is more, is actually like, Star Wars is the thing. They spent so much fucking money on Star Wars, and they're making so much money on Star Wars, but they're not, like, super, like, worried about it. But Disney stuff, like, their own Disney stuff, I think they're much more precious about than they are Star Wars, which is, you know, and Marvel stuff. Like, if there was a Marvel pack here, I would be like, yeah, of course there is. If that's the next one that gets announced is, like, Spider-Man Power Wash Simulator, I'd be like, yeah, okay. The Spider-Man pack, sure. All right. I think we did good there. Just 37%. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We've talked this to death about like what do I want in PowerWash Simulator. I do think, well, you know, I haven't even been in here. Well, I guess we can clean in here. We can do the we'll do the ceiling and then we'll later do the floor. This area is surprisingly bigger than I expected. TMNT is your number one. Yes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles makes a lot of sense. Would be really good. Would be really fun. I've talked about wanting Persona 4 with, you know, with the remake coming out. It would be a great time to have some Persona stuff. Let me power wash that limo. Let me power wash the food court in Junes. I don't know. Clean up a few other places here and there. Power wash the we feel bad that we didn't solve the case before the girl at the liquor store died, so we're gonna go and power wash the liquor store. We'll see. But yeah, Persona 4 feels like that would be rad as hell, but I don't know. We could power wash the Vespas, the various bikes that need power washing, just do them together. Marie's delivery bike. Oh, it's not Marie. That's right. That's the named character in the added character in the anime has a delivery. I put two characters together in a way I didn't need. I didn't know there'd be a fucking like this would be in here. This is a weird little addition. Clean a little indoor spot on this job. Like very surprised. See, we are doing part of the floor just by me kind of coming up here. I end up doing part of the floor, which is good. Yeah. No. I'll say I would be super bummed if they did a collab with Harry Potter. I'd be very bummed about that shit because it would be like a pack that I wouldn't buy. I would be super bummed. But we're gonna see more and more weird collabs with Harry Potter with like the stuff that's coming out for all the audiobooks and the new series and all that. Yeah, you'd be fucking surprised, Lord Crashington. There are a bunch of people out there who are just like, wait, what? Oh, people will be mad at us? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Wait, people are mad that we're doing this collab? We're a vintage company and we... Total joke answer, Star Trek. Next, you have to clean the holodeck. Yeah, I mean, hey, I could... The idea, dirty. I actually think that if they did a Star Trek, there would be some kind of, like, beach with, like, a boat or some kind of reference of a popular holodeck, and you finish cleaning it, and then it disappears and just becomes the green area because they fucking had you clean... Like, as a hazing thing, they had you clean a spot that wasn't real. I think that would be fucking cool. Power wash 10 forward. A bunch of Klingons showed up and fucked up 10 forward. You gotta power wash it. Guinan is fucking pissed. I'm not sick of the phaser noises. The phaser noises are still pretty fucking cool, I gotta say. I thought I might be getting sick of the phaser noises, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not. Alright, we'll switch that. Do this. Because new tech, we gotta use the new tech. I mean, I don't even use the bubbles. Because I have the cool attachments. The triple sprayer rules, it's just so good that the triple nozzle is so cool. But I did see some gunk over here. Oh no, I got it, okay. Alright. We'll see if I have to come back in here later. Whoop, there was something. Oh, the doorway. Bang. Go, finish that off there. Okay. Whoop. Yeah, I'm not sick of that. Cool sound. Cool sounds. All right. We're almost at 50%. Go us. We're doing great. See that Red Dwarf would definitely be like a thing it feels like these devs would want as true Brit devs. That they would go for something like that, yeah. Obviously, the Cornetto trilogy would be another thing you could see them be real gung-ho about doing. Just various references, much like they did a bunch of different stuff for Back to the Future, for the different movies. They could do some stuff. Various locales. It'd be a little tough to do Shaun of the Dead, only because, like, you'd have to be like, this area got messy from zombies, but you wouldn't see any of the zombies or any of the blood or anything. It would just be like, places kind of fucked up, I guess. I don't know. Might be kind of tough. So I don't know. Oh, obviously, we talked about it before, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park sounds really fucking cool. That would be a cool place to power wash. The bar, yes. The supermarket, police station, yes. Yeah. Churchyard, yeah. There would be locations. There would be, you know, there'd be some locations. But yeah, I think you do Shaun of the Dead at Hot Fuzz, and, you know, the third one whose name escapes me. I don't remember what. World's End. I think you could do all those. Oh, wait. Does this fucking... What the hell? Why are we in the... What? Why is this so dirty? This is the kitchen. And why is there... Why are there so many fucking rooms? Why is this job so big? It's crazy. I apologize, folks. I didn't realize this job was so big. I should have done, like, a good chunk of it before the stream started. I didn't do my research or my due diligence, and I apologize. I loaded the game up to make sure everything was working right, but I didn't look. I could have done this ahead of time. So I apologize, because this might be most of the stream. We'll see. We'll see if it opens up another job. But, yeah, I didn't realize this was going to be such a big fucking job. I mean, we're halfway done with it, but still, there's a lot left to do. outside stuff, and go over here. This little door. We'll just do this little door. Don't open up once I'm cleaning you. Yeah, those are some tiny stairs, but I guess you get used to it. I guess over time you get used to it. These stairs are fucking tiny too. Barely any stairs at all. Get this out of my way. Go over there. I don't want to block the droid's walk. I think that would be rude. Probably should have waited to clean this damn thing until the end so it didn't just wander around all the goddamn time. But whatever. I didn't know it would start walking around. Oh, Luke's I wouldn't want to stay here after this, would you? Oh, hey, what's up, man? What's going on, Luke? What's up? I'm hoping I can leave the farm soon to join Biggs, the academy. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know. I don't go out from the place. Maybe I could leave early. Yeah, Luke's trying to get me to do his job. I don't know about that. I'm a power washing droid. I don't know about doing other stuff. You know, sometimes droids become, some robots become like bounty hunters and stuff. I don't know about that. I ain't looking for any of that kind of job. I am programmed to power wash. And I'm good at my job. I'm highly recommended. All right, we're at 64%. That's pretty good. There's going to be a lot of like, oh, you have to clean this place. And I'll be like, where? I don't even know where that is. Maybe I've discovered all of the little nooks and crannies in here, but I bet I haven't. You know, I have to get on a ladder for some of this stuff that I can't reach because there's no good way to parkour, although I can do this. I can. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Whoop. Overshot it, everybody. Come on. Let me stand on this pipe. What are we doing here? Fine. Does not want me to stand on this goddamn pipe. Maybe I missed. I feel like there are 2 rooms you actually see in the movie that haven't been in here. Yeah, maybe. All right, we finished that. There's depth to this room that I wasn't seeing before. That's fun. We're a droid that can crouch, which is kind of fun. Thinking about that. Okay, clean all this. There we go. Good sound effect. Good. The jump sound effect is cool. Yeah. It's one of those things where like, well, it's replicating a job that humans have done, so we can make it pretty humanoid. It's Luke's room. Yeah, how the fuck does Luke get up these stairs all the time? Get in that, you know? It's rough. Rough out there for Luke. Not easy. Clean all this shit. We're here. Bam. Bam. I mean, he is Lord Crashing. That's rude. He's sad. He's not... Come on. He's not stoked about them dying. Or non-pulsed, you know? Pulsed, I should say. Nonplussed. Okay, I'll finish that. And then... Okay, finish that part. Do that there. That there. We're making progress. We're at 72%. That's pretty good. Eventually, I will have to just start putting ladders in places to get the overhead shots that I'm, you know, not getting some dirt there, probably. Why are these individual vents? These didn't have to be individual. Oh, by the way, I didn't say it at the top of the stream, so I should just say it. I'm currently at 29 subscribers. My goal is to get to 30 subscribers. If you'd like to become a subscriber, you could do that. It would be nice to have you. You could gift a sub. I'm trying to get to 30, and I'm currently at 29, so I'm close to it. So if you wanted to subscribe, you could. If you don't want to subscribe, you don't have to. And if you also don't want to gift a sub, obviously don't worry about it. But just thought I'd mention it. I should do a like a discount promotion on a stream, just cause I have a few of those, and it's already almost August, so I don't think I'm gonna run out of them. So I should do that one of these days. Just do a like 30% off 5 gifted sub thing. So. Over there. Yeah, I gotta... Well, you know what? Let's get up here. Yeah, I should probably... No, yeah. There we go. I can't see where in this pot I haven't cleaned. But I know it's not done, because... There it is. There, I did now. Oh yeah, I can get up here now. Alright, I did all that. That's good. And while I'm here, I can just do some of this. Get what I can while I'm up here. Oh yeah. Let's do... Oh, I want to do this one. Damn, I thought for sure I was going to nail all that, but they're not there. Okay. Oh, there we go. I haven't talked in a little while there. Sorry about that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm almost done here. I'm like, I am at 80%. So I am close to being, or 78%. So I am close, but I stopped talking there, and that's rude. I should just keep talking and drinking water and power washing. I shouldn't try to talk and drink water, though, because I'm not a ventriloquist, so I don't have the ability to throw my voice and drink water. That's some advanced shit. I also can't throw my voice. I can drink water, though. I'm pretty good at drinking water, so... I only choke while drinking, occasionally. Most of the time, I'm pretty good at it. Oh, Luke's got something to say here, now that we hit 80. But, yeah, I might be too much of a specialist. Yeah, I mean, I'm good at one thing. Power washing. Yeah, your uncle seems really keen on getting a translator droid, but that's not my bag. Yeah, no, unfortunately, Crashing, I can't. I don't think this power washer can speak at all, or text. Maybe we text, but... We mostly just solve the world's problems, and time's problems, and also power wash stuff. Get some gunk done in here. Okay, we got that done. Get this companion cube cleaned over here. Some tight little cleaning spots in this one, which I don't particularly love myself. You know, I guess we'll just do the best we can. Okay. Small crate. That's done. That's done. All right. I think we did all this in here. Great. We should just try to get. What was this wall? Obviously, we still have to do the inside, but of this place and the kitchen. I'm sure there are little spots here and there that we have to do, but also one of these, yeah. Oh, the underneath. I didn't do the underneath. That's why these weren't done. Okay. And we should have most of that done here. Go down to this. We'll do in here. Damn dining room table. I guess we'll... I keep holding down the one instead of just pressing one, because normally there are like 3 different kinds of things, but in this, there's just the washer and then the floor cleaner, so I shouldn't be holding down one. I should just tap one to switch between the two. The cycle. On the 1s and 2s, indeed. Alright. Just clean the rest of this floor now. Okay, floor's done. Whoops, wrong button. Sorry about that. Okay. 87%. Hell yeah. Like that. Got chair done. Let's go low here. Do the underneath. Okay. Get this archway cleaned. There we go. I bet there's like 3 pipes just scattered throughout this that I haven't cleaned. I'm just like, oh shit, I didn't do that. That kitchen's gonna be annoying to clean because it's pretty narrow in there. But we'll get it done. I mean, we have to, right? At the very least, by the end of this stream, which we got an hour or whatever, we're gonna get to the point where we at least see the next job. There will be, you know, a couple jobs, so. Okay. All right, that's done. Now we can move on to this here. There. I guess we'll start here and work our way. We'll start high and, you know, work our way down, and then I guess we can do some of this like this. Some of this will get clean just by like doing, you know, spraying everywhere. You're correct, Lord Crash. I do not listen to the Shift 1 podcast. Drew Scanlon was talking on the latest episode about playing Metal Gear Acid on the Thor, and then I see Drew playing that kind of stuff while staying up with the twins every night. Yes, I do not listen to the podcast about F1 where they also talk about things that are not F1. I like those guys. That's not something that appeals to me. Yeah. So I don't. But that's fun. Yeah. I think the Thor is probably a good, you know, the handheld, a good time for that sort of activity. Obviously, my assumptions on certain things. I'm not a dad. You know, never claimed to be. That I know. No, I'm not going to finish that joke. All right, clean this up. Clean this up here. Oh, I gotta do this little alcove too? Jesus. Messy. 94% though. We're getting there. We're making it happen, everybody. We're doing the dang thing. We're gonna get a lot of little dings around in here doing this stuff, so which is good. Ding, 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 ding. 95%, hell yeah. All right, now we're starting to get to the point where they're like, hey, this is where you could clean something. So that's good. That's excellent. We love that. %, hell yeah. You know, I'll say that. I do like in PowerWash Simulator where there are sometimes you do a job and you get to like 15% or 50% or something like that, and then they're like, cool, now you could also stop this job for a bit and go do this other job if you want. I like that a lot. We didn't get that here. I hear you, Lord Crashington. Yeah, I mean, like, I do listen to a couple podcasts of things that I don't really, like, follow super closely. It's just, as much as I like those guys, an F1 podcast, just, yeah, I'm just like, nah, I'm okay. Even if they talk about stuff that isn't that, or they're affable and fun dudes, I just have too many podcasts that I listen to. Get up here. %. We're doing it. We're making it happen. We gotta get in here. Clean all this shit. All right. We're making it. Making it happen. Ah, this bowl. There you go. Alright, now I gotta do in here. This little hallway. Yep, apparently. Hey, you know, you gotta transport your blue milk and the like. I love the idea of people being like, okay, so what do we put in a kitchen? What creative license can we use? Let's look at the guidebook. Let's look at the Bible and see what it says. Okay, oh, we can do this, we can do that, we can do that. Wikipedia lists these things as common things in the in there. Okay, so we'll use Wikipedia as reference of what can be in there. And oh, okay, Star Wars Galaxy has a bunch of kitchen stuff, so we can just reference that, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay. So, what else do we need to clean here? Oh, there's something over here. What's this thing? Okay. All right, we got that done. What else? Oh, this alcove here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's done. And one of these. Oh, yeah, both of these. Both of these things. Okay. Oh, the little alcove spots in here. Need some cleaning. Okay, we did that. All right. This box. Okay. Oh, we're down to actually listing how much stuff I have left to clean. This is awesome. We're making it happen. This thing. Okay. Spare room alcove large pipe. Ah, there we go. Hell yeah. Job complete. Good, good, good. Look at it. Look at me go. I'm doing it. Yeah, it only took an hour. Cool. We'll continue. Oh, hell yeah. We're cleaning the cantina. I mean, if you're on Tatooine, it makes sense. We have the whole place already tossed. We're more than enough credits to cover it. You won't be a fan of yours. Okay. All right. Okay. This is the cantina. So we want to get that going. We want to go here and do biggest one and extensions here. We got a big floor to clean. Let's just get the lay of the land. Okay. 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 Wall, good. Okay. All right. Yeah, all right. Oh, yep, yep. Nice. Okay. We'll get started. Oh, it's dark. I don't love that. That didn't even register as I was walking around, that I'm going to have to hit tab a lot to see what I missed on the floor. Now, like I said, I normally would start in the top because you end up cleaning the floor as you go, at least some of it. But I do have this cool device, so I want to use it because, you know, it's a thing that got added in the game. So I like using it. Stuff like this. But yeah, I'm going to have to hit tab a lot to see where I missed. That's frustrating. Turn the lights on while you're cleaning, you know? Makes life easier. Alcove floor, okay. Put you over here. I'm just gonna start on the floor. I'm gonna do the floor, and then we'll, oh, there's another alcove floor, that's fine. Okay. Their alcove floor. No droids allowed. What the hell? Come on, man. Garbage. Doing a good job. Goddamn racists. Out here. I'm just trying to work. Trying to earn a living doing what I do best, which is power washing. It's interesting that the first two jobs are both like fairly large jobs. You know what I mean? Like this is, well, actually, I just realized if I clean this, will it be brighter in here? It might be. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it could be brighter. I don't know if it actually will be, but I can find out. There's going to be some annoying angles to get covered in this place, but we'll do our best. But yeah, let's see if I can get this ceiling cleaned. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll, you know, we're doing our best here. I'll go around this way here. All right, great. We got that done. Yeah, it's not way bright or anything. You know. Yeah, that... Actually, I do think it is maybe brighter. I might be... that might be psychosomatic. But... it does feel better. Does seem easier to see stuff. I don't know. Crank up the gamma. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I don't know, like I said, maybe it's better. Again, it could be psychosomatic. I could just be deciding that cleaning that ceiling has made more bright light come in. It made my life easier. All right. Well, we'll keep doing the floors here. You know, we've got other floors to do, but we might as well just get this one big floor done. Get some percentage done, you know? I don't mind an indoor job. You know, sometimes if there's a bunch of indoor jobs in a row, I don't love that. But, you know, do an indoor job, I don't mind now and again. I think I like the outdoor jobs better, but I don't mind that. Now and again. All right. I am about done with this floor as... yes, as much as I can do with this. So then we'll just go in and start doing around the edges here and stuff we can't normally get. Make our life easier that way. Bottoms of these walls, underneath the various tables. And before you know it, the floor will be done. And we'll be like, oh, cool. Did the whole floor. There we go. Just like that. Floor's done. So, I guess I could do this part of the bar here. Get some dings in. I do like hearing them dings. Percentage go up, things get cleaned. Okay. Rude. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm about. Okay. Whoa, we bounced up there when we... Okay. Got the outside of that done. The front of the bar done. We gotta crouch down. Then we can stand up. Do this part. Guess we can just do this. All the way around here. All the way around here. Pardon me. And then we go back all the way around here. All the way around. Okay. Alright, and then we gotta switch that. And then we'll just try to get this floor done here. Bar floor. There we go. Bar floor is done. There we go. This cantina's a mess. What were they even doing in here? Partying too hard. I heard a guy got shot. They punched the guy straight in the face. And these dudes were like using... Look, I know it wasn't a Jedi mind trick. I know they weren't using Jedi mind tricks. There aren't any Jedi anymore. That's the only thing I can describe it as. So even though I know it's not right, like I don't have the vocabulary to tell you what they did do, but it was like they were doing some sort of mind trick. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean. It was crazy. Why can't I? There we go. Couldn't stand up. Yeah. I don't know if that other guy shot first. I'm hearing mixed information about who shot first. Crazy. But also, like, neither should be shooting. Like, fucking chill out. It's a bar. Like, be cool. I mean, can't even go to a cantina these days without any kind of scum and villainy. You know? I just want to unwind, hang out. Listen to some good music, you know what I'm saying? A live band's playing, and I just want to chill out and hang out with my friends, and then suddenly there's all kinds of shenanigans. Okay. I think I'm done role-playing normal dude on Tatooine who just wants to find a good bar to hang out in. He's the guy who was at the cantina for the music. Doesn't want any trouble. Just wants some cool live music and hang with his bros. Yes, just wants to listen to some cool jizz music and hang out. And then things just keep going real weird. Well, that was strange. All this stuff is individual? Come on. Can I crouch down. I can get up here, good. Because I'm going to need to. There's a lot of goddamn nooks and crannies on this job. It's kind of fucking annoying. Oh. There we go. Nope. There, I got that done. Okay. Some of this wall done here. And because there's so many of these pipes and stuff, it makes it hard to do this job. But I do need to get it done. Yeah, this level feels like one of those that I'm like going to be like, okay, where did I miss? And be like, wait, what? Oh, shit. I missed like one bar thing. Damn it. And I got to go all the way around. Got to figure out which one. I always say this is a great podcast game, and I feel like these Star Wars levels are going to be real good when I got a podcast going or something. Podcast recording me, something like that. So go do my business, get some stuff cleaned. Yeah, I'm gonna get in here. I'll do this or that way. Okay, and then did that clean this? Yes, that is done. Great. Okay. Bar seems to be well. There was something there. Actually, I can look here. Bar. Outer bar hood. Round bar drink dispenser, bar ceiling pipe. See, there you go. There's one bar ceiling pipe that I don't have. It's this one. Okay. There, okay. And then if I hit E here, I still have outer bar hood and one drink dispenser thing. Oh, it's that. I can see it. Okay. I probably could have found that on my own. And then outer ring bar hood, I think, is the outside. So I got to crouch down, jump up, crouch down. Yeah, it's this here. Okay. This is considered part of the bar, so I do need to clean this eventually. So I might as well do it now. Then I can say I'm done with the whole bar, and that would be great to say. Third of the way through this stage, so that's good. Okay. What other part of the hood here did I not do? Okay, that's part of the hood. I thought that was part of the ceiling. I can do that. Everybody's calm down. There we go. We finished that. Got that done. All right. Do I have to do this? Just do this. Okay, to the door. Droid detector. Didn't go off. I'm right here. Haha. Loser. %. Okay. Stolen plans? How would you hear about that, man? Come on. Yeah, no, I didn't steal plans from the Empire, from the fucking Imperial. From the Empire. I'm just a dude that power washes. I'm a power washing droid. I'm here to power wash your bullshit. Be serious. Get this wall done here. Shutter done. Okay. Just picking stuff and doing it, you know. We're making good progress on this particular job. I'm just picking a thing, doing it. Picking a thing, doing it. Yeah, extract some fumes. I almost said fumes. Extract some fumes. I'm just kind of picking random shit to clean here, and then we'll, you know, we'll focus up eventually. But mm-hmm. What to do? All right. Hell yeah. Might as well finish off some of this room here while we're here. Okay. All right, now we'll just pick some stuff and clean some stuff. You know, just kind of haphazard, getting our way through. I don't think we're going to finish this job. We're only 50%. But you know what? This was a kind of a pricey DLC pack, so I'm fine with that. I'm playing on Steam, as you know, because that is my preferred gaming situation, so service, yeah, so playing the Steam version. But yeah, it was a little pricey for this pack here, so but it's been fun so far, so I'm not mad about it. Big jobs are big jobs aren't anything to complain about. Usually you think like the first job will be pretty small just to kind of be set dressing, but not this time. That was quite the job. Okay. Yeah, we might as well get some entrance cleaning done here. Then I'll go over it later. do more of it here, but kind of rush through. You can kind of move in here. There's enough room to really move, which is great. Again, might as well use the tools given to me. Okay. That's probably all I can do with that, so then we'll just get in here and pick some spots to clean and clean those spots. Steps here. Okay, steps done. Get into the spots we couldn't get with our with the other cleaner. Uh-oh, stormtroopers. Yeah, I'm sure it's fucking fine. No problems. Go. Clean all this stuff here. It is occasionally hard to see where it needs to be cleaned because it is dark in this job. Bit of a dark job here, but we're making do. Making it work. You know, when you just call something wall, that's... You could be more descriptive. Oh, I didn't clean one of the walls. Like, okay. Sure. There we go, got that done. Still not tired of the blaster sound effects. Blaster sound effects are really fucking cool. Very into it. It's wall done. Okay. Alright, so... Yeah, done. That got done. Go here. Do that. Yeah. All right. Yep. Still fun. Still fun when it suddenly a blaster sounds just come out. That's good. Still good. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Have not been drinking enough water in the stream. I've been spraying enough water, but I haven't been drinking enough water. Okay. Job done here. Okay, we did that. We did that with that. Could do. Just getting some stuff done. Hmm. Good, good, good. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hell yeah. Cleaning some stuff. So, I don't know when I'll do more PowerWash Simulator 2 Star Wars pack, but I will return to this pack in another stream at some point. I assume in August it'll happen. Maybe not. I don't know. There are some games that I want to be playing, but at least it'll be an option for my patrons to pick if they want that. My $3, $5, and $10 patrons could vote for this. And if I do that, well, certainly I'll finish this stage on my own because we won't finish this this job tonight. But I'll finish that on my own and then be ready to do, show off the other stages. Maybe like get through most of job 3 or something. So we can at least see what it looks like, something like that. So we're not starting fresh with the third job. But I don't know. I do like this a lot. Next week Next week we're gonna do the Truck Coon. We played the demo. It was a lot, and I felt kind of lost in it. But Truck Coon is supporting me from another world. Is out tomorrow. I have a code. I received a code for the game, so I'll be checking that out on stream next Tuesday. Very happy that I got the code for that. And then there's also a couple other things that I have been meaning to go back to, like mold washing. I want to go back to. What else do I want to check out? You know, do you even forklift? I wouldn't mind going back to that. I've been catching up on some of the bonus stuff that I had missed out. There's a thing you have to do that I didn't know the first time I streamed it, so I'd like to go back to that at some point and stream more of that. Of course, I still have. Actually, now maybe it's been long enough that I have to look at the episode to see where I left off, but I still do have my Pokemon randomizer run, and that is always a good time to go back to that. So I'll do that. Just like a lot of games coming out. Oh, and then also I talked about that the visual novel set on a spaceship where there are mechs that came out last year that I never heard about. That was on sale, and I picked that up. It won't be on sale by the time I play it, but like that's a very cool looking thing that I was like, man, this seems cool. I haven't done a visual novel stream in a while, and it seems neat, so have to check that out on stream at some point as well. So I've got some games to stream. And of course, Leave It Alone, I now feel like I should wait. I did want to try to achievement hunt in Leave It Alone, but there is going to be a big update for their 1-year release, which I believe is in October. So I feel like I probably should just wait till October and then like do a stream then of it and try to get some of those achievements. The under 40, I definitely don't think I can, but there is the one where you don't use any. There's a run where you complete it for an achievement where you don't use any of the vents, and I accidentally bought a vent by mistake on that one run, so I'm like, I should get back to that. And then there was one where you do all the, do everything. I could maybe get that. But I definitely can do the vent one, so I was like, maybe I'll wait until the update comes out, because it's going to be like, I don't know if there'll be new areas in the update. I know the update will at least have like the choose what area, unlock everything. Like there's a few that are in there. So I'm probably waiting until October to do that. Let me get to 90% on this job, and then we'll call it there. We're going to go a little past 11. Longer than normal, but I'm in the zone here. PowerWash, and let me try to get to 90% of this job. Feels good. That would be a good, nice number to end on. And then we'll raid, and we'll do the normal, end of stream stuff. Okay, we did that with that. I do like the effects of that lamp. When the lamp suddenly gets clean, it looks really nice. There's some really nice small details in this build. Like, hell yeah, man. Got a blaster. Just hanging out on a table. Fuck yeah, dude. There's some shit in this stage that is cool. All right, stormtroopers are leaving. That's good. Good to hear. I did that on my first run through of the game to avoid issues. Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes you gotta. Oh, we're 91%. I said we'd stop at 90%. So we've got to see 2 jobs. The next time I play this game, I will probably do more of those jobs. You know, I will probably have. We'll be on job 3 next time I play this game, because I will do another stream of Star Wars. Because why the fuck not? Why wouldn't I do more? It's goddamn Star Wars. It rules. Let's see. Okay, great. All right. That's gonna do it for tonight. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time tonight. It's PowerWash Simulator. It's fucking chill and fun, and I really like it. I can't wait to finish that job and then do most of job 2. That'll be, or sorry, most of job 3 on my own before I stream it again. Just as I'm like listening to podcasts or hanging out. Who should we raid? We're gonna raid somebody. Hey, Tuesday night, a bunch of people are streaming tonight. I have options. Let's see. They're probably gonna wrap up Watch and Play. I bet. Let's see. How long has Watch and Play been going? That stream's gonna be 3 hours. So let's see. Finish loading. They've been going for 3 hours. Okay, I bet they're done. They're wrapping up. So we're not gonna raid Watch and Play, which is okay. That would be fun. That's a show on Loading Ready Run that I like. My friends Heather and Corey have been playing some Slay the Spire 2. So let's go hang out with them. We often raid Lunar Jade, so that'll be good. So we'll go raid Lunar Jade and Tilty House. You know what? Let's raid Tilty House, because we never raid Tilty House. We always raid Lunar Jade. So we'll raid Tilty House, because we never do. That's Ian and Corey's joint Twitch streaming account, so we'll go raid them. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I hope you had a good time on the stream. I did. I hope you come along on this raid, because it'll be fun. And then I hope that on Thursday, you come back here for model kit building and conversation, for hanging out. It's always a good time, and I think you'll have a good time over there too. So I hope you can come by for that. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I will see you on Thursday for model kit construction and conversation. We have to talk about some layoffs, because it's a day of the week. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.